Welcome friends, I'm Mark, and this is part 2 of my brief overview of the ships one can fly in Vendetta Online. If you haven't seen part 1 already, you can find a link in the description below or by using a time card. We've covered the first half of the ships, which are mostly comprised of fighters, interceptors, or early trade vessels. As you gain more licenses, there is a shift towards unlocking heavier ships, which I'd consider as assaults and bombers, alongside more capable haulers. However, do not be fooled, while these ships may require more to unlock and have better hulls or number of ports, that isn't to say that the lighter ships discussed before should be passed up once you unlock these heavier ones. These ships have a harder time surviving on their own, especially in PvP, and they are more situational than they are versatile. First on our list is the Hornet. I've recently fallen in love with a certain setup using chain-fired flechettes, but the general consensus is that the Hornet is a suicide ship, nicknamed the Flying Coffin, and despite my recent use of it, I heavily agree. If you do wish to use the Hornet, you should treat it as a light bomber or an assault platform. It has a large hitbox that will be shredded through if focus fired, but manageable maneuverability and the many ports make it great for dealing lots of sustained damage on larger vessels that have already been deshielded. This here is the Centaur, which could serve as both a pre-behemoth trade ship or as a capable heavy assault ship, or maybe even a bomber. It combines most of the Hornet's agility with the thick hull of a proper bomber, while also having a bit more cargo space than an Atlas. The Centaur may appear big, but it shares a thin profile with the Vulture. It may have a wide hitbox, but the flatness of the vessel helps to reduce its ability to be shot at. It balances it out, and this ship will serve you well as a bomber. Of course, if you need even more firepower, look no further than the Ragnarok. This ship is the premier bomber in Vendetta Online, boasting 3 light ports and 2 large. All that configurability costs it dearly in the maneuverability department, however. This ship will almost always lose to fighters when both pilots are of equal skill. The Ragnarok is a very appealing ship to new pilots, but its limited situational usage makes it unwieldy, so make sure you choose the right tool for the right job. The Marauder is an unusual ship. It can serve as a moderately sized cargo hauler, but you're more likely to see it used by PvP veterans as an assault ship. Don't be fooled by its weird appearance. Despite its large and unusual frame, this ship is quite maneuverable. The Marauder has 3 small ports, and the thrust to move anything you might equip to it. If you find yourself looting the hive while alone, this ship might be the perfect balance of traits to serve you well. Here, you see the common space whale drifting through the ocean of stars. Or so any nature documentary of Vendetta Online ships might say. The Behemoth is the largest sub-capital vessel at this time, and forms the backbone of trade convoys, as it has the largest amount of cargo space available. This ship should not see much use in direct combat. It is much too heavy for such a task. However, its 3 turrets and dense hull make it well suited to protect its large cargo hold. Its individual subclasses are quite unique. They might change the number of ports and turrets, or in the case of the TPG's XC, has no equipment ports at all. So it'll be very, very situational, almost related to only a hauler. That will conclude the overview of the latter half of ships available in Vendetta Online. As you may note, there are actually a few more to cover, notably the nation-specific ships. I will cover those in Part 3, where we take a general look at the remaining unique vessels and touch on capital ships in Vendetta Online. When that video is published, I'll add a link to the description below. For now, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your time.